Who is Warren Buffett? More than 50% of people living outside of the United States first heard the name Warren Buffett while going through the Forbes list. I guess we know where that should lead us to. Warren Edward Buffett is an American investor and business tycoon. The Columbia Business School graduate is also a renowned philanthropist. He is the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, a multinational conglomerate company based in Nebraska, United States. 89-year-old Warren was born on the 30th of August 1930 in Omaha, Nebraska. The father of three is considered to be one of the most successful business people the world has ever seen. The question has a very simple answer. Warren Buffett is extremely wealthy. As of December 2019, he was reported to be worth a colossal $88.9 billion, making him the fourth richest man on the planet. Named the Oracle of Omaha, Warren runs Berkshire Hathaway, a conglomerate which owns and operates more than 60 companies, including known battery maker Duracell, insurance firm Geico, and restaurant chain Dairy Queens. It is fair to note that Warren Buffett is not your everyday started from the bottom type of billionaire. His father was actually a US congressman. He said he bought his first stock at 11 and filed his taxes when he was 13. Clearly, that would not be possible without a good and stable foundation. One of the most selfless billionaires ever, he promised to donate 99% of his wealth to charity. In 2019 alone, he donated $3.6 billion to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. If you are wondering just how much $88 billion can do, let us try and paint a clear picture for you. With around $80 billion, you can 1. Pay federal income taxes for 6.6 million Americans. 2. Pay salary for all high school teachers in the US for 2 years. 3. Fund global humanitarian aid for 3 years, including funding UN peacekeeping missions for 10 years. 4. The money could buy Thanksgiving dinner to 16 million festive gatherings of about 10 guests a year for the next 100 years. 5. The amount could also buy new cars for 2.4 million truck drivers. In physical form, if you cash out the $80 billion in $1 billion and place them over each other end to end, they'll stretch to the moon and back about 16 times. Now, I hope you have an idea of how rich Warren Buffett is. From a young age, Warren always had eyes for investment. While his peers would be planning how to attend music concerts, he would be busy asking questions about investments. He is a patient man, and his goals are long-term. That probably explains why more than 90% of his wealth came after his 50th birthday. Warren became a millionaire in 1962. During this time, more than half of African nations were still fighting for independence. Yes, it is that long ago. He joined the Billionaires Club in 1990 and went ahead to become the richest person in the world in 2008. A natural-born businessman, the Oracle of Omaha has vast interest in some of the biggest companies in America. Among the notable firms Warren has invested in include Bank of America. Warren Buffett pumped $5 million as a form of investment to the Bank of America. This New York-based financial institution has been one of the best financial service providers in the industry for decades. His investment in 2011 was a well-calculated move and has made him billions. He invested in what we call preferred stock. It's a type of security stock superior to common equity, but junior to a bond or a note. Economics classes are just getting started. In 2017, Warren Buffett swapped his preferred stock for common 700 million shares. His stakes at the bank were raised to $6.6 billion in 2018. In simple terms, from Bank of America alone, Warren Buffett made a net profit of $972 million in 2019 alone. Coca-Cola is another company that this business magnate invested in. This multi-million-dollar beverage manufacturer is one of the most valuable and recognized brands in the world. 1.9 billion people in more than 200 countries consume this beverage every single day. The eagle-eyed Warren saw the opportunity and he snatched it. He bought 1 million worth of shares in 1988. That's around 7% ownership of this mega company. Now 30 years into the partnership, he is the third largest shareholder through his company, Berkshire Hathaway. Warren made a clean $640 million from Coca-Cola in 2019. Collectively, he has banked in excess of $7 billion since 1995. Buffett also invested a large chunk of money into Wells Fargo. The San Francisco-based financial company is another notable donor of billions to Warren's empire. Seems like our man has an appetite for big companies. Through his company, he owns 378 million shares of Wells Fargo. That loosely translates to $19.8 billion today. The dividends this unmatched CEO and investor is expecting from Wells Fargo in 2020 is about $771 million. Apple is another multi-million-dollar company that sends out dividends to Buffett each quarter. When two billionaires agree on something, it must be quite valuable. The late Steve Jobs' company is another source of wealth for the aging Warren Buffett. Buffett is the biggest single shareholder, with 5.4% of the company belonging to him. The stake is worth about $72 billion in value. He made around $806 million worth of dividends in 2019. General Motors is also a part of Buffett's diverse portfolio. This Detroit car manufacturer has not escaped the wrath of Warren Buffett's eye for success. The greatest investor of all time. He bought 10 million shares of General Motors with an average price of $25 per share in 2019. This was in addition to his already existing shares. Now he has 72.2 million shares in total. He owns 37% of the company. The producers of famed cars such as Cadillac, GMC, and Chevrolet have no option but to channel millions of dollars to Warren's account every quarter. Those are just 5 out of 60 investments this magnificent businessman undertakes. He is the true definition of an investor. For a man of his status and worth, the kindness and generosity Warren Buffett displays is second to none. He can only be compared to his fellow Swedish investor and owner of IKEA, the late Ingvar Kamprad. Warren is so humble that he still lives in the house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Unlike fellow billionaires, Warren also told his 3 children that they will not inherit a significant proportion from his wealth. I want to give my kids just enough so that they would feel like they could do anything, but not so much that they would feel like doing nothing. Warren Buffett loves to read more than anything. He wakes up to 5 newspapers every morning, starting with the Omaha World Herald, which is a company he bought in 2011. Together with his best friend Bill Gates, Warren is committed to charitable work. In 2006, he pledged to give 83% of his fortune to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It is the largest charitable donation in history. His late wife's estate, which was worth around $2.6 billion, also went to Buffett's foundation when she died in 2004. Warren also pledged $50 million to the Nuclear Threat Initiative. Warren Buffett is also keen when it comes to environmental conservation. This was made vividly clear when he invested $15 million for the development of renewable energy. All this donations has seen him being recognized as one of the leaders of philanthrocapitalism. Warren Buffett is also a good orator and delivers his speeches with precision and humor. He is fond of giving speeches of business mixed with humor. This tendency has seen him nicknamed the Woodstock of capitalism by over 20,000 shareholders from the US and abroad. A dedicated lifetime fan of Nebraska football, Warren has been feted quite a number of times. He was named top money manager of the 20th century in 1999. In 2007, the Times magazine listed him among the 100 most influential people in the world. Warren Buffett is a huge fan of Barack Obama. In 2008, he attended a $28,000 a plate luncheon to raise funds for the Obama campaign in Chicago. The former first black president gave back when he awarded Buffett with the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2011. This man Warren loves junk food and is commonly spotted eating a burger. He has been working from the same desk for over 50 years and not planning to move out anytime soon. What a man he is, very strong values. The unprecedented success Warren Buffett has achieved hasn't changed him much as a man. For a person who would literally own anything he wants in a heartbeat, he has opted to give back to society and in a very big way. It has not been a smooth life journey for this great businessman. He lost his wife in 2004 and was also diagnosed with stage 1 prostate cancer in April 2012 during a routine test. He fought the ailment and won the battle a few months later. One of his quotes that will outlive our existence is, "Price is what you pay, value is what you get." If only aspiring businessmen and women can follow his lead, the world is definitely going to be a better place. As a final remark, did you know in 2013, Warren Buffett used to earn a massive $37 million a day for the entire year? It sounds crazy, I know. So there you have it, how rich Warren Buffett really is. What would you do if you were to spend a weekend with Buffett? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.